Hi guys. Let's continue discussing MICE event project management. Okay, okay. So we have the project execution. So the success of this phase project execution is highly dependent on planning, accuracy, and completeness. So during execution, continuous modification of initial plan will occur based on changing client requests and the unfolding of unexpected events or conditions. Okay, under project execution, we have the information distribution. So information distribution is concerned with communication among organizers, clients, staff, and service providers. This is intended to update project progress, identify potential issues that may occur with each activity in a given time. So this align expectations and desired outcomes with related parties. Next, under project execution, we have project administration and modification. So during project execution, factors may change at any time requiring organizers to be ready to adjust an initial plan to cope with the this actual situation. So adjust, okay, modify and administer adjustments. Okay, next. Number three is executing resources acquisition. So organizers need to have a fundamental understanding of the resources acquisition processes so that they can monitor and evaluate each procuring activity. So during project execution, organizers should consistently monitor and control this task until the event date to ensure they deliver a quality event that meets client expectations and budget. Okay. So number four, we have the project monitoring and control. So according to American National Standards Institute, a project management function that involves comparing actual performance with planned performance and taking appropriate corrective actions or directing others to take this action that will yield the desired outcome in the project when significant differences exist is what we call the project monitoring and control. This is very important for organizers to closely monitor progress and carefully exercise control once the first activity begins. So under project monitoring and control, we have the risk monitoring and controlling. In the planning phase, identifying risk factors is typically based solely on past experience and available information, although new risk factors and other challenges may become apparent as the project progresses. So a risk response plan that contains initiatives and solutions for a particular emergency should be applied to reduce the impact of this unforeseen weather condition. So after project monitoring, again, risk monitoring and controlling, another important risk monitoring and controlling feature is to arrange frequent risk meetings among project teams and other stakeholders to keep track of possible risk factors and point them out before they arise. So project management methodology by Project Enterprise Program Management Office of Department of IS has divided risk meetings into three parts. So those parts are risk identification meetings, the executive review meetings, the project status meetings. So what are the focuses of these meetings? So first, risk identification meetings. So this aim to review and update risks previously identified in planning phase as the extent to which they have developed. Okay, next is the executive review meeting. So this aims to summarize risk and their probability of happening possible solutions for each one and an update on project status. And then last is the project status meetings should be held on a regular basis to update and report project risk status Together with this meeting, contingency plans need to be prepared to ensure an ongoing operation even when issues arise. Okay, so status report should portray every activity completed, ongoing and pending due to setbacks. The current project status in that an organizer can state that 50% of the project is now completed. A significant accomplishment such as the procurement of the logistics service providers or accommodation arrangements for attendees. And then scheduled activities to be started in specified timelines as issues are arising and recovery plan for the lead activities. So those are the activities under risk monitoring and controlling. Okay, now let's proceed to the scope. So scope changes have an impact on project elements such as cost, resources, budget, allocation, and project schedule. After changes are set, activities and time frame need to be modified to cope with scope adjustments. So number three, schedule. Schedule controls is the hardest to manage and the most crucial to event success. If an exhibition has been mismanaged and delayed, it will cause significant damage to all those involved. Okay. Next, we have the quality. So quality of each activity being performed must be carefully monitored and controlled to ensure its compliance with standard agreed to by clients and companies. And the number five is contract administration. Organizers should examine whether the service rendered by an external service provider is in line with what was agreed into the contract. At all times, staff responsible for procuring and compliance assurance should work to inspect the quality of services before making any payment. And then last is the cost. So any change in the events, plans, activities, and time frame can affect both the budget and the cost. Therefore, once organizers have monitored factors that can induce changes in the overall plan, they need to control costs from escalating via determine changes in the estimated budget, manage actual changes and take necessary corrective actions, and inform appropriate stakeholders to authorize changes. So these are the activities under project monitoring and control. Okay, again, we have the risk monitoring and controlling. We have the scope, the schedule, the quality, contract administration, and then we have the cost. For the last step, project closing, completed programs and activities for a MICE event mark the beginning of the project closing phase. Closing does not mean organizers are entirely finished as it contains other activities that must be done after delivery. What time is wanted and will vary between each task of MICE event. Administrative closure has to do with preparing documentation as to the products and services or process delivered to a customer asking for approval, recognizing these deliverables have been provided and redistributed of project assets that were rented. Okay, so the activities under project closing, first we have the cost evaluation, then we have the post-event meetings, we have the measurement of ROI, and then the post-event report, the database preparation, and other activities. Okay, let's start with the cost evaluation. In evaluating organized MICE events, organizers must create evaluation tools and matrices to evaluate all stakeholders involved in delivering an event, and this will include the hotels, the venues, logistics service providers, the audio and visual service providers, exhibitors, and on-site staffs. Okay. So next is we have the post-event meeting. So this meeting should be held after the event finishes and attended by every party performing activities solely to summarize the results of all activities and conclude achievements and measuring return on investment or the ROI. So measuring ROI for nonprofit associations is to compare results with initial investment. And then in case that the actual outcome did not meet expected outcome, organizers must be able to identify factors that went wrong and sense of their impact. Number four is post-event report. The results of post-event meetings are synthesized to compose a post-event report pointing out every achievement and lessons learned from project initiation to the very end. Number five is database preparation. Every document, planning information, meeting information, other technical information related to the event since the initiation until it finishes should be properly organized and arranged into a database. Then number six, we have other activities. So other related activities can be preparing thank you notes for sponsors, guest speakers, the VIP guests, and volunteers. So moreover, organizers can host functions to celebrate the success of the event among staff, as well as use this opportunity to present rewards for distinguished staff and top performers. So those are activities under project closing. For the review questions, for you, why is it important to follow steps of project management? The number two, among the steps of project management, what do you think is the most essential and why? The number three, among the steps of project management, what do you think is the least important and why? Okay, so that ends up our topic for this week. Nice event project management. See you next week.